Thinking about taxes. For the first time, the legal consolidation of taxes was found in the Laws of King Hammurabi, the ruler of the ancient Babylonian state in the first half of the 18th century. BC&S. These were compulsory taxes, a kind of property tax which was paid in cash or in kind. Wit. Taxes are compulsory fees, donations on the income and property of subjects, levied by virtue of the supreme rights of the state for the sake of achieving the highest goals of the state community. The tax system arose and developed along with the state. At the earliest stages of state organization, the initial form taxation can be considered a sacrifice. The Pentateuch of Moses says, "And every tithe on the earth from the seed of the earth and from the fruit of the tree belongs to the Lord." So, the original tax rate was 10% of the income received. Taxes are a form of abuse of property rights. I remember numerous episodes of history in different parts of the world. An armed gang comes to a foreign land, kill, rob, take into slavery, and the rest are taxed. If you don't pay again, we will pass and take everything. Also on the ground there is a main bandit with a pack of thugs, local prince or king with a retinue. By right of the strong, they believe that everyone who lives on territories under their control must pay taxes. Otherwise, reprisal. The demands of these bandits grew steadily. Starve half the population from exorbitant taxes was considered the norm. The compulsory tax system is the basis of the so-called state, or rather a feeding trough for those who are now in power. The state exists due to the desire of one group of people to parasitize and live at the expense of others. Explain to me the difference between the bandits who broke into my house, tied me up and bringing a red-hot soldering iron to my eye and demand to give it back all the money, and the state which, under the threat of reprisals, withdraws taxes from me. The people cannot discuss the tax rate. Everything is given from above. They said pay. You tell me, but these are bandits who will take money for themselves, and this state it will give free education, medicine, pensions, etc. It's not free, we paid for it all out of our own pocket, and it's completely unclear how much money went to these good projects and how much went abroad, offshore, settled in the accounts of rich people. We are told that taxes are a means of redistributing funds between rich and poor. Open your eyes at all times. Taxes have been levied on the poorest in favor of the rich. Nothing has changed. How does a coercive tax system comply with moral and ethical standards? Deal with others as you want to be treated with you, the golden rule of morality. This rule is rigidly connected with the rights and freedoms given to us from birth. The right to interact, association, cooperation. The right to dispose of property, health, time, freedom of speech and belief are inviolable. Violence is a punishment for my freedoms and actions with my rights without my consent. Violence against rights and freedoms is a crime. Righteous violence against the offender is required. Taxes are the forcible seizure of my property without my consent. It is a crime. In a moral and ethical society, taxes should only be voluntary. Many will argue who will pay. Agree. Only if citizens have confidence in the state will they pay. How to raise confidence in the state? These are the problems of officials, but now they do not think about it. They enso from you as much as necessary and will collect money. Recall how the famous phrase attributed by James Otis and became the motto was uttered in Massachusetts in 1765, in the struggle for the independence of the states of America. Taxes without representation are tyranny, transformed into a shorter slogan: no taxes without representation. What has happened since then? No taxes without representation. Just try to twist you into a ram's horn right there. Let's imagine that all taxes are paid voluntarily and people have representation in power in proportion to the taxes paid. How many taxes paid, so many votes in the elections received. In this case, those who pay are the ones who control the costs. Everything is fair and right from a moral point of view. Join a group of noble, moral people. Links in the description. Introduce your friends with this information. See you next time.